Kwasi Kwarteng, you were quoted in the papers this morning as saying that the next government is going to have to look at cutting the NHS if you're to balance the books.
My general point was that if you're going to have a serious debate about deficit reduction, everything has to be on the table. Now, I'm not saying we're going to cut the NHS. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that there's a serious deficit problem, and you have to start thinking, quite radical things if you are serious about dealing with the deficit. The alternative is to keep borrowing money indefinitely, and we'll end up in a situation in 10 years' time where the interest payments on the debt will crowd out everything else.
But don't politicians like George Osborne and David Cameron then need to be a little bit bolder? Instead of protecting the NHS, providing more money for the NHS, they've actually got to start thinking the unthinkable.
Well, I think that in terms of our commitment for this Parliament, we've been very clear, and we're making the commitment for the next Parliament. But what that does mean is that, if you're going to do deficit reduction, you don't have to be an Einstein to work out that, if you're going to ring-fence some bits of the budget, you might have to look at, reducing expenditure quite severely in other parts.